led to the disaster that killed over 300,000 people. Now do you believe me when I say Kane is keeping us in the dark?
You think she knows more than she's telling us?
I think Taylor stumbled onto something he had no business knowing about. And right now, he's a marked man.
That may be. But Kane is on our side. We can't just leave her to those animals.
WA operations are in chaos. We need to find Taylor before it gets worse.
If we don't get Kane out, no one else will. She's smart. She's a survivor. She'll hold out till we get there. Kane, we're at the perimeter wall, just leaving the quarantine zone.
I told you not to come for me.
Don't get too excited. We're not there yet.
What's your status? Is the safe house still secure?
For now. The camera feeds show the Immortals are closing in fast, burning and destroying everything in their way.
Yeah. No shit.
We'll be there as quick as we can. Stay strong.
I'll tell you this. I wouldn't hold out hope for Kane's chances. These fuckers mean business.
Yeah, so do we. And we're not leaving Singapore without her.
Welcome back, everybody. My name is Mississippi Czar. I am doing a veteran campaign walkthrough for Black Ops 3. This is mission 6 called Vengeance. So I did already play through this once, so I'll be kind of going through this pretty quickly, because I know exactly what I'm doing and where I'm going. So the graphics are pretty cool. I don't really understand how they got people up there hanging like that anyways. I don't know if they spent the time to go up there and hang them up personally or what, but I'm sure I probably missed a collectible up in this area at some point. There's like 3 guys you had to kill up here, and obviously I missed one of them with a shotgun, so pick those guys off, and there's really not a whole lot happening right now. We're literally just going to be sneaking around a little bit, and I will get to use a Shiva, so that's going to be fun. It's a silence weapon, and it's pretty good in the campaign. I don't know exactly. I didn't think it was semi-automatic, but it may be. I don't know. I haven't used it in multiplayer whatsoever. Now this is a pretty cool part, and I can see it being pretty difficult if you don't do it exactly like I do. I make it super easy because we're going to jump down here, we're going to stab this guy, and you're going to want to shoot the people here. So there's 1 in the middle, 2 on the left, and 1 robot on the right. So I want to make sure I got the 2 on the right at least, and the 1 robot. But jump on the back of this truck instantly because reinforcements are coming. If you don't see, I'm just absolutely mowing down everybody over here, and we're about done with this. So I spent the time that you'd probably 3 or 4 minutes at least fighting through these guys. We mowed them down in about 10 seconds. So saving you guys some time. If you haven't already figured it out, we are currently going to save Kane because Taylor gave away all of our information for our company or organization, whatever. I can't remember what it's called. It's called WA, whatever exactly that is, our like branch in the military or whatever it is. But there's gonna be like 4 guys around here, and there's gonna be 1 sniper. So if you do have your DNI on, you'll obviously be able to clearly see him, and that 1 sniper that's up top. So you guys can pick him off, and I do miss 1 person to our left, so it does take me a little bit. But I'll jump back in here when we get to the next part.
This is gonna get a whole lot worse before it gets better. I knew coming here was a bad idea. Stay low.
this game is brutal as hell, and this thing is super graphic. Like I said in a few of my other videos, if you're not wanting to watch some of the graphic scenes, just beware. That wasn't too awful bad, but at the very end there's also a graphic scene in the last like 3, maybe like 2 minutes. So if you would rather not see that, I'm just kind of giving you guys a heads up so you can skip it or just end the video there. With 3 minutes left, you should basically be done with the mission anyways. Alright, so let's hear what they got to say.
Experiments that would one day blow up in their face, leaving hundreds of thousands dead and even more left to suffer in the aftermath. Ask yourself, who's the bad guy in this situation? The people who survived a catastrophic event right on their doorstep? Or the fucking suits and yes men who covered it up? The Immortals built a society, however flawed, when the rest of the world looked away and left them to rot. Maybe they do want revenge. Maybe they just want justice. Either way, you can't deny that their anger is righteous.
Taylor! Taylor!
Kane, Taylor just jacked into our comms. Kane!
Kane's gone quiet. It may already be too late.
If the Immortals breach the safe house, Kane's as good as dead. Head up top, find me a way through.
I hope you're right about her.
Alright, so we have the Shiva. It's silenced, and it's got looks like an ACOG scope, or I'm not sure if it's called ACOG in this game, but it's silenced, and it's pretty gnarly, dude. It almost looks like a sniper. So I don't know if semi-automatic is a attachment for it or exactly what, because I thought the Shiva was either an AR or SMG, but I'm not sure. But here, I don't really know if they do spot you and not spot you. You're kind of trying to do it, trying to sneak around, but after you shoot 1 or 2 people, they're like, oh, they're on to you, hide, and nothing really happens. So you can kind of just push your way through here. I guess maybe you can get caught if you're like out in the open, but it's really not that it's not that serious of a stealth mission. You're kind of just hanging out, but do watch out for some of these drones. Like always, my favorite setup is currently whatever cyber core this is that allows you to disable enemy technology for like 5 or 6 seconds, and it also takes out those flying drones in groups of 3s. So I do come into this back building here, and I always clear out that dude, one sniper up there covering the alleyway to our left, because we're gonna go down the alley. So once you clear out the snipers up top and all these guys, there's no one else down this alley except right when we turn right. There will be one guy before the entrance. So you see I'm pre-aimed and I just shoot this one guy, and we're gonna go right into this gate here.
All clear. They're moving back to position. Hold up. We don't want to attract that ASP. We should head to the rooftops. Get a better idea of what we're up against. Shit.
Alright, well this is supposed to be like another stealth area. If you want to go back through and just reselect your current class, it will just up your ammo on everything, even the Shiva, even though it's obviously not part of your class. So this is supposed to be somewhat stealthy. Do watch out. There's always one person that works his way up here. Like, I don't know if he's just patrolling or what, but you'll see. I went through this area 2 or 3 times, and here that guy is, which he's came up both times. So just be well aware that most of the people that are in here there's a few drones, which you should have your ability for, and just a few snipers and a few just regular troops. So there's no warlords in this area, so you don't really have to worry too much about it. But pick off as much as you can from up on top of this building that you start on. And like I said, do beware of that dude that's going to be walking up there on you. So I'm not sure if they're like aggroed, like they realize we're here yet, or exactly what's going on, because it's not too specific with the stealth part in this mission. But if you come to this little door and you crawl up on this ledge, this is where I kind of like to do my next group of conduct. because there's some snipers and just people in the buildings I like to take off first, because obviously the people that have the height advantage usually become the biggest pain, and this kind of allows you to be hidden like it asks you to be. So I don't know how those 2 bullets didn't hit. I'm pretty sure I was aimed right on them. Anyways, like I said, this is another super dark mission. All of these dark missions kind of hide all the great graphics that were put into it. My personal opinion, it does add a different feel to the game, like it's just a darker game. But they did do a great job. I just wish they had some more like daylight fighting, some like I don't know. It's hard to explain. It feels like every mission here is just super dark and it's always at night, and it's a little more difficult to see. Now, I did run out of ammo, and if you guys haven't realized, if you can't find your Shiva, if you use a left on the D-pad, it allows you to swap to it, or like a missile launcher or whatever you kind of have ready. Now, I don't want to shoot a automatic weapon with no silencer. I figured, I'm not really sure what would happen. I'm sure they would find you, but I don't know if that would like bring them all to like running towards you. But I kind of sneak over here. I wish I did some cool assassination, but obviously that's not a part of it. But right on this, next to this pond, you can jump up and hide behind this supply drop box and resupply, and you hit left on the D-pad and I'll pull back up the Shiva. And we're just going to pick off these last remaining few people. There's like 1 there. I think there's 2 in this little area. So be aware that sometimes the Shiva isn't a one-shot kill. And I do like the corner I'm placed in because I can just have a good glance around and see if I missed anybody, but you do have to kind of push forward and kill everybody. So I don't know how that guy got back over there. I don't know what he was doing in the corner. I can't tell if there was someone hiding over there or what. Anyways, come around this corner. There's 1 or 2 more people. 1 here, and there's that 1 sniping tower there. But there's going to be 2 or 3 people straight forward, not in this room, but if you go out that this doorway and you go straight ahead, straight through that bush, out that other door, there's a few people over there that Hendrix is calling out. There's 1 guy through this doorway, but I could probably have went to that door and it probably would have sent me on to the next part, but Hendrix kept calling out this person to, he's like, there's people to your left, there's people to your left. So I went ahead and I went over here and cleared it out just in case. Because the first time I went through this mission, I kind of met Hendrix at this front door. But I do get kind of tired of waiting, and obviously, as you can see, if you just walk up to the door, it'll kind of push you into the next scene.
You sure you don't want to call this off?
Not a chance, Hendrix. We're not leaving Singapore without
Safe house has been breached. I'm falling back to the panic room. Initiating code black.
Good to know you're still kicking. Did you hear Taylor coming through on comms?
He contacted you? What did he say? What did Taylor tell you? They're coming in.
Kane!
We've lost comms again.
No. This is something else.
I swore vengeance. You built.
Well, this is like our second area that we clear people out from. And if you guys didn't see, there's that box back there allowing you to switch your class. If you just want to go back through and reselect a class that you currently have, it'll re-give you ammo. So just remember that. And that also give you more ammo for your Shiva. So this does get a little tense in this area. There's no warlords, but there is 1 tank that shows up, and I'll show you guys how to properly take care of that quickly and exactly where the missile launchers are throughout the map. It's takes about 5 or 6 shots. And clearing out these people really isn't a problem. It's rather easy actually, but I don't like how it just kind of starts you right here just chilling, because instantly they see you and instantly they start firing at you, as you can see. So I take out 1 or 2 people by this truck because they're closest to me. But what we really got to worry about is up in this building there's tons of snipers. If you see them poking their heads up, just keep firing at these snipers. There's like 2 waves of them, so they'll keep popping up. But you want to clear out these guys first, and then Hendrix will kind of give you the notion like, hey, let's push forward and take the rest of these guys out. So it is your job to clear these snipers out. You can just kind of lay down and shoot them through the bush like I was doing. But there are a few more up here. Your D and I don't always exactly show you where they're at, so do be aware of that. There is quite a few up there. So I've cleared most of them out as of now, and there's Hendrix saying let's clear the rest of these guys out. So I do push forward, and at this point, guys, don't worry about conserving ammo in your Shiva because we're about to have to put it down for a missile launcher. So go ahead and sit back and pick off as many people as you can. Don't waste as much ammo as I did on one dude running. There's really not too much danger here. Just if you hide behind this truck, clearing these guys out really aren't too hard because none of them really push forward like up after you. You see they're running that way towards Hendrix. Now there's one missile launcher. All these guys have been cleared out. Hendrix moves forward. There's another one behind it. So what you're gonna want to do is get behind this car, police car, and we're gonna instantly wanting to be shooting at the base of it, which is its its defense system. So if you shoot at that and disable it, it will allow you to use the XM53 hybrid at it. So every time you disable its defense system, guys, you get 2 shots of your bazooka. I usually stay here enough to shoot 4 shots at it. And then it starts getting a little too close for comfort, as you see it, because this thing does have missiles on it. So if you get your 4 shots in, even if you feel more comfortable getting 3 or 2, you can get it and back up. Your the ICR or whatever gun you have should really have enough ammo to pick it off, but your XM53 will not. So it's gonna take 8 shots, and you currently have 6. So you're gonna have to go and get you can pick up that bazooka there, or you can just use that ammo box right in front of me. Either one, guys. Take the 2 more shots at it, and it blows up, and we proceed forward. So I'll see you guys in the next war zone. Alright, you know how every mission kind of has a difficult portion? This is it for this mission. If you do look down and see there is one warlord within him, you can kind of see his head poking up. There's probably 8 drones, so do use your ability wisely. Now here I do want to point out that Hendrix jumps down right away and is like, jump down, help me, I need support. I personally don't think he can die. Going through this twice, what I've done, I was stayed up here out of fire, and I always take this warlord out. He's right there. Like I said, if you can't see, his mask is different. He doesn't really have a skull. He has an indentation and a pretty cool little mask. So take out the one warlord first, and then pick off the rest of the guys. And I usually stay up here until I run out of ammo. Even though Hendrix is the entire time, I'm being flanked, I need help. But for the most part, you're clearing out pretty much everybody. So he may possibly be able to get killed and you have to restart this. But I wouldn't jump down until you do handle the warlord, because those guys are such a pain, and obviously you don't want to be that close to them. So once you do jump down, there's some ammo right beneath you. And that building to your left right there that I'm aiming at, you're going to want to get on top of that building. This is where I handle this part, and it's definitely a whole lot easier to stand up there. I'll kind of explain to you why it's kind of out of the way and no one notices you, because there's a mini Goliath that's going to come, and there's another warlord that comes at the very end after you push so far forward. So you will have to get off the building at one point and move forward just to activate the next wave, which is it comes with, I think, 1 truck of enemies and the warlord. So jump down. Here's a few ammos around here, so you really don't have to worry about this. And here's how I get up here. I climb up on this little shack thing, and then I jump up to the next round. But up here, guys, you're pretty safe. No one's gonna bother you. I'm not exactly sure where Hendrix is sitting, But if you look at the top left and the top right, there are I don't know if it's turrets or exactly what's sitting at, but the top left and top right of the building, you see there, it's not a human, it's some kind of device. So I'm not exactly, I think it's a turret, but you're too far away to get shot at from it. So this just makes the top of this building even easier and helpful. And I'm not paying attention, but there's that little Goliath thing right there. So I still currently have my my bazooka. So I take these guys out, and obviously that dude doesn't see me up here, so it's not bothering me. And I finally do realize it's right there, and I just pull out my bazooka and take 2 shots at him, I think. 2 or 3, but it takes him out. And at this point the enemies are going to kind of stop. I'm going to clear out the last few, and then the enemies will stop until you push forward to like that truck that's parked right there. And once you do that, you can just look left down the road, and you'll see a truck pull up, and at the end of the street a warlord will be walking to you. Now he's still a pretty good distance away, so you could probably just hide behind some cover back here, maybe even that truck, and probably kill him before he gets to you. But the other troops were kind of pushing me, so I just ran back and got back up on top of the building where he never even takes another shot at me, because my ICR auto, see, there's a truck, and the warlord's going to be left of him coming down the end of the street. Now, these few troops do kind of come meddlesome, and there's obviously a few that come this way. So that's what pushes me back to pick up some more ammo and to get back onto, let's just call that the ice cream shop, because it kind of looks like some kind of cool little bar thing. So, jump back up on the building. Obviously I struggle a little bit. Auto mantle isn't working as well. I jump up here and I just sit back and I spray the good warlord. I'm pretty sure Hendrix is safe. I'm not exactly certain exactly where he's at yet again, but just sit here, and the warlord's AI system doesn't even really realize he's getting shot at, so he's just sitting still for most of the time. I don't know if that's because he's taking damage or if he doesn't really realize where you're at. So I like to use the AI systems to make the job easier. We're going to pick these last two or three people off, and we're going to move forward into the very last cutscene and a very short little fight before we get up here and try to rescue Kane.
Okay, now what?
Now we get Kane.
Fuck. I guess the mission's over.
Find us transport for extraction, Hendrix.
Wait, you're kidding me, right? She's toast.
There's still a chance.
Hey! Do you hear me? She's dead! Accept it!
Alright, so there's like 9 or 10 robots left to fight. If you aim through this fire doorway, there's going to be 2 icons pop up. There's 2 of them right there. We're going to take them out. These next guys are around this corner. I'm not exactly sure why they're so difficult. These guys, for some reason, have exo movements. I feel like I'm playing Advanced Warfare a little bit. You see how fast he jump to the side? So just be careful poking your head around the corner. These guys have really good aim, and I did die twice, I think, trying to get through this door, because they keep exo boosting or thrusting or whatever you want to call it now. But if I was smart, I would have used my ability there and taken out at least 2 or 3 of them. But I do realize that I can hold down right bumper and left bumper and kind of walk into a room and find out where they're at, because even though I can't really see them, it'll allow me to, like, they'll turn red, obviously. So it helps me by A, taking out the enemy for 10 seconds, and by finding them quickly. So I was worried I was going to get shot at from behind this doorway, or this staircase. There's no one there, so you can kind of just push forward. Now, like I said, do use your ability if you have this exo, or core ability. I'm still not 100% sure what it's called, but it's in my group 3 or my group 1. And there's only a few more enemies out here. I think there's 4 left to be specific. You can clear them out, and there is one guy up top there. So I try to sneak out and use my ability just to make sure I can find them all. But we're basically done with this if you don't catch on fire and die. And I'm almost certain that there was probably a collectible within this building, but obviously I'm just trying to get done as quickly as possible, guys, because these walkthroughs do get pretty long. They're like 30-some minutes. So we're gonna push forward, guys. I do want to thank you for watching. This is the graphic part, so if you want to just go ahead and stop right now. Also, thank you again for watching. It means a lot. Drop a like, guys, and I will be out with the next episode. It's called Rise and Fall. Probably either tomorrow morning or this evening, possibly. So, thanks again.
You got something to say, Hendricks?
I just noticed you got a lot of blood on you.